Hi, boys and girls. So we are looking at um, understanding teen numbers and how we can record our evidence. We're on lesson 11, session 1, page 244. And the first problem here says show 12. So if I'm going to show 12, let me make sure I have my pen. I do. Okay. I can look at the number 12 by writing the number 12 at the top. Okay, so if I have the number 12 at the top, remember every time Mrs. Sanders writes, you write, okay, and I wanted to change my color. Maybe if I go like this, I can see the other colors. Okay, so I can divide, I can use my T graph, right? I can look at my tens and my ones. And I'm going to move that recording thing out of the way. So if I'm doing tens and ones, I'm going to write the word 10 at the top. There were 10 in the bed, and the little one said T-E-N, T-E-N. So I'm going to write the word 10, T-E-N, T-E-N. So I have tens on this side, and over here I have ones. One finger, one thumb, keep moving. O-N-E, keep moving. O-N-E, keep moving. We'll all spell number one. So I have ones. So I have one group of 10 and 10 ones. So when I'm looking at that number 10, or that number one, it's not a one. It's representing one group of 10. I know here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I am looking at my hand, I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers every time, right? So this is 5 every time. And then if I have another hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my other hand is worth 5. So if I have 5 and 5 more, that's an addition double. If I have 5 here and 5 more, I have a double. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Again. And remembering those doubles always helps me remember that every time I have 10 fingers up, I have 10. I don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That takes too long. I can just say 10 and then count on with my ones. So right here, I'm no longer going to say 5 and 5 because if I know I have one group of 10, okay, I can just call this 10, right? So I have one group of 10. All of those fingers together makes 1 10. And then here it says I have 2 ones. 1, 2. So if I were to show you with place value blocks, I would have 1 10 and 1 2 ones. And that would be 10 plus 2 equals 12. All right. So there we have 10 plus 2 equals 12. We're going to go down to number 4 where it says show 14. But while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and clear out all of the writing we had before. So hopefully everybody was watching and getting their evidence on their paper. Now we're going to do show 14. So here I have 14. And just like I did in the previous problem, I'm going to write the number 14. After writing the number 14, I'm going to divide it with my T-chart, right? I can make a T-chart. And I'm going to do 10 in the bed, and the little one said T-E-N, T-E-N. So there's 1 10, and there are 4 ones. One finger, one thumb, keep moving. O-N-E, keep moving. O-N-E, keep moving. We'll all spell number 1. So I have 1 10 and 4 ones. And do you guys remember how many are here on this hand? 5. There are 5 fingers. How many are here on this hand? 5 fingers. And we know that our addition double, 5 plus 5 equals 10. Again, we have a total of 10. So I did not need to do 5 and 5. I could have just circled the whole thing and wrote 10, right? So here I have 10. That is my one group of 10. It says I have 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 ones there. So if I have 10 plus 4, that's called the expanded form of a number. 14 is standard form. 10 plus 4 is expanded form. So 10 plus 4 equals what? Equals 14. You know what I mean? And look at this. I'm going to put E. And I want to emphasize that whenever you see the E and the E, we're going to go like this. E. T. E. Teen. Because sometimes we get confused when we hear 14 and we write 40, 50, 60. That's not what we were saying. We were saying 14, 15, 16. As we get older, we can let that sound kind of fade away a little bit, but I like to overemphasize it in first grade, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we have 14, 10 plus 4 equals 14. All right, hopefully everybody has all of that evidence on their paper. We're going to clear those drawings. I'm going to move my toolbar up and we're going to look at showing 16. So if I'm going to show 16, I'm going to write the number 16 and I'm going to change my color and I'm going to make it purple. So I'm going to draw a line down the middle, a line across the top. I want my marker thicker. 10. There were 10 in the bed, and the little one said T-E-N, T-E-N. So I have 10s on this side, and I have 1s over here on this side. One finger, one thumb, keep moving. Oh, Annie, keep moving. Oh, Annie, keep moving. We'll all spell number 1. So we have 10s and 1s. So it says I have 1 here. Is it the number 1? No, it's one group of 10, right? One group of 10. So if I have a group of 10, I know when I have 10 fingers, I can just write 10 because that's what's there, 10. And then I have 6 more. Ooh, what did we remember from before? 6 is 1 more than 5. We know one hand is 5. So 5, count on 6. I don't have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 anymore. I can just say 5 and 1 more is 6, right? So I have 10 plus 6 because this is not a 1, right? It's one group of 10 plus 6 more equals 16. All right, so now I'm going to share my screen again, and we're going to move over to page 245, 245. And close that one out, 245, here we go. Going to move that down. So again, we are on page 245, lesson 11, session 2. And it says, what are teen numbers? Well, a teen number is made of 1, 10, and some ones. Teen numbers, 11, 12, 13. Oops, I wanted to get my pen. 13. Okay, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Again, teen, teen, right? So we have, these are all of our teen numbers. Our teen numbers make up of one group of 10 and some 1. So it could be 1, 1, that's 110, plus 1, 1. 10 plus 1 equals what? 11. What about this? 1, 10, and 2 ones. That is 10 plus 2. What's 10 plus 2? 10 plus 2 is 12. Okay? So a teen number has 1, 10, and some ones. 1, 10, and some ones. 1, 10, and some ones. Okay? So here it says use cubes to make 11. Okay? One of the things that's really important for us to know is that we can look at a 10 frame. We should be able to look at a 10 frame, and when I have my 10 frame, this is not a very nice drawing, but that is okay. We can see that there is and make my dots bigger. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Hey, you guys remember counting on your hand? How many is that? Do you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No, you know that one hand is 5, right? So that whole top row is 5 every time, every single time. If it's filled in, it's 5. If it's not filled in, you can figure out how many are there, right? Now, if I'm going down to that bottom row, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again, right? So, hey, that's like our addition double. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Again, that's our addition double. So we have 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom. What's 5 plus 5? 5 plus 5 equals 10. Again. Wow. So I can look at a 10 frame. I should be able to recognize, especially in first grade now, that I have 5 on the top. And when I'm looking at that top row of red, it looks like a 10 frame, doesn't it? I think this is one group of 10. So there were 11 cubes. I boxed in my 10 and added one more. So 11 is 10, 10 and 1, 1. 11 is 10 and 1, 1. So I could write this, 11 equals 10 plus 1. Did you get that? Did you write it all down? Okay, we're moving on. Going to clear my screen. Clear, clear. And I'm going to move down here where it says use cubes to make 12. Now, again, like I said before, I can look at this and see 10. I should know that there are 5 on top, and because these, get a different color, these ones right here are no, I don't want that color. Because these are lined up, I know that it's just like fingers, right? So if I have 5 fingers here and 5 fingers here, and I put my fingers together, I know that my fingers are lined up, and I have 5 plus 5 equals 10 again. So where it says use cubes to make 12, that shows that 12 is 10 and how many ones? Do I need to count them? No, I should know that how many are there. How many are there? 2, right? So 12 is 10 and 2. Now, again, I like to write my equations, okay? So if I have 10 and 2, that and means it's joining, right? That's my joining word, and. Okay, so I can write 10 plus 2 equals 12. Good job, everybody. Stop share. Let's count backwards from 10, 10, 9, 8,